Hello folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate, a safe space in which we awesome, where we are just, honestly I've forgotten. It's been 24 hours, give me a break. SARS, Minmay Shobo? Yeah, I did check this last time I was here, if I recall. A fictional something or other, blah 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 blah. I saw it on the internet. So that's how you reply. Well played. Yeah, because there's mind games going on, bud. What are you talking about? Anyway, it sounds like an old wives' tale. Really? I didn't know that. So Miyushi and Christian's moms ate a lot of vegetables. Oh, right! The whole fucking folklore of if you eat such and such, you'll have a boy when you're pregnant or whatever. Only Miyuri's impressed. Miyushi only eats juicy chicken #1, so what will her future child be, a boy? That's not how that works. Hey, do you think bananas count as vegetables? They don't. They barely count as food. Mary is full of questions. I'll leave her to them. What about primitive people who lived on hunting? If that theory is true, then that would have had too many boys and not enough girls. Humanity, wow, I read that way wrong, would never have made it this far. I never said it was true. I just remembered hearing it somewhere. Don't snap at every little thing. I didn't snap, Christina. I don't snap. Who snapped? Feel like verifying that theory? What are you implying? Have you forgotten? We have the phone wave name subject to change. Phone wave Chan? You can tell if you have a boy or a girl? Let's go with maybe. No way in hell! Wait, of course! Looks like Karasu's got it. They don't call her a genius for nothing. Who are they in this particular context? We can send a email to Urashibara-san's mother when she was pregnant. Indeed, something like eat more vegetables. Ukiko, who doesn't know what D-mails are, and Miuri, who's just a little too stupid, tilt their heads in confusion at the same time. You think it's worth a shot? Well, perhaps. Not quite sure there. It's too late to hide behind your goody two-shoes mask, Christina. Your fate is to become a mad scientist, for you are an experiment-loving girl. Who are you calling an experiment-loving girl? Am I wrong? No, but word it differently. It's demeaning when you say it like that. That settles it. Hold on, man. What are you gonna do if the experiment works? What do you mean? I mean, if Lucashi's sex suddenly changes. That's what he wants, isn't it? Well, yeah, but I mean, you still haven't answered the question of what will you do? If his sex does change, won't the 16 years of his life change too? That's what I mean. It absolutely would. 100%. If this were real life, which it's a visual novel, but if this were real life, then absolutely everything would change about this person. And then, like, because their personality and upbringing and cultural everything has changed, suddenly the world that they inhabit treats them differently, and then they make different decisions based off how they've been treated. I'm a very big nurture over nature type of person. Who's gonna take responsibility for that? All of us. That's... I'll take responsibility. You don't even know what's happening. Stuff your mouth. Lukiko raises his hand timidly. Seriously? Well, I don't really understand. But if we use this method, I might become a girl, yes? then I want to try. If it isn't a surgery, and it's more natural, then sure. Please, Master. Master Okabe. He bows his head to me. Miuri, your opinion? If Luka-kun becomes a girl, then I gotta call her Luka-chan. I mean, you don't gotta anything, for the record. People who say they have to do things and they want to do things make that mistake all the time. Luka-chan wear Miyushi's costumes? Well, that's another story. At any rate, it doesn't look like Miuri has any objections. Then that settles it. Luka, go, I point you lab mem number 006. Are you certain? The phone wave, named something to change, is our lab's most important secret. In order to use it, you must become a member. Excuse me. Don't bump your chest when you have gas in there. I'm gonna take more water because I hate these voices. That's the thing, right? Like, if I were born a girl, you know, my life would be very different. Like, I don't even think I'd be living in the same city I do. It's hard to say, really. I definitely wouldn't be living in this particular apartment. I may or may not have a girlfriend or a boy. You know what? I'd likely be straight. Hard to say there. You know, I'd probably have a boyfriend of some kind. Probably be a dirtbag. Probably be dumping him sometime soon. I don't know. I'm sort of basing my life off of my sister's example. I don't know. You know what? I have no idea. I doubt I'd be into YouTube, though. Like, that doesn't sound like a thing I would do. Actually, I always wanted to be a lab member, so this works out well for me. Everything is turning out for me today. I am a winner. Really? You should have just said so. Like, damn it, why don't you ever speak your mind? I didn't have the courage. Like I said, I don't know a lot about gadgets. You don't have to worry about those things. I mean, Miuri doesn't get them either. This is my persona I've crafted. Meticulously. That's not something to be proud of, Miuri. So, Luka shall be a lab member from this point forth. Any objections? Yeah. Gersu raises her hand. I want to give Shibara-san my number so I can retire. Denied. Anyone else? Well, Miuri and Darrow ask what happened to 005, but I ignore them. Moeka will always be 005 in my heart. Other objections emerge. All members are in favor. Everything is agreed. Everyone agreed with my rules. They all thought it was fair and just. Very well. Luka goes official lab mem number 006 and forth. Pledge your allegiance to the club, to the lab. Wow, I don't know where my brain went. And devote all your strength to the enrichment of our science. Yes, I will. I'm so happy. It doesn't seem like so because I am not exuberant, but I'm swelling with joy. Now then, let's begin the experiment immediately. Wait. Suddenly realized something that makes me smack my forehead in dismay. Damn, Luka, you're 16, right? Right. So you were born in 1993. Yeah, the same year as Miyushi. What? You got a problem with that? Wait, hang on. No, you know, the math does add up there. I'm just like, hey, hang on. When I was 16, I was born in 1992. When I was 16, it was, and then my train of thought stopped, and I'm like, oh, right, the game isn't from now, it's from a decade ago. Alright, tell Luka's mother to eat a lot of vegetables. We need to send an email to 10 months before Luka was born, meaning we have to send it to 1992. doesn't have to be specifically 10 months. It could be a little beyond that. Could be like 7 months. I don't know. I have no idea how pregnancy works. When did cell phones become widespread in Japan? Looks like Kirisu Daru figured it out. Though he has the same incredulous look he always does. There goes to Google it. Appearing and unappearing every single time. Around 1996, there wasn't mail until later, though. So the year Lukaku was born, most people still didn't have cell phones. Goody. Lukaku's mother may not have had one. In that case, she might not be able to receive the Gmail. Oh, I get it. We can't do it. So, I've got my recording window, and I'm gonna pause the game. I got my recording window on my second monitor over there, and behind the XSplit window is it's an animated image of of Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, but she's obscured except for her arm, which is outstretched. So in the corner of my eye, when I look, it just looks like Lukaku has a fucking arm coming out of the recording window, holding out chocolate, and I'm like, this is weird. I'm gonna take a picture of my phone and intersplice it into the episode here. One moment. I don't care about my Wi-Fi. One moment. Well. If you look at it straight on, you'll notice that it is, yeah, it's not like how I described it, but if it's in your peripheral, then it just looks so weird. Oh, wrong one. Luka's face darkens. I fold my arms in thought. Some way to receive the email in an era when cell phones weren't yet widespread. What about modifying it to send crazy waves or something? What the hell are crazy waves? Waves that only crazy girls can pick up. You know, girls who always talk about stuff no one understands. It's pretty moe. I didn't make that up. You're insane. And then he jumps out a window. A microwave go brain if you don't shut up. Oh, she said that sassy. Oh, I'm not saying that. Nope. Can you put a letter in a time capsule and bury it? Your heart's in the right place. Then we go to the future, not the past. Oh, can we do it anyway? Sure, Mayuri, we can do that. We'll go bury a time capsule for no one to dig up. I don't know, how about that thing where you get stuck by lightning and that turns you into a girl? Like in old comics and anime. I've never heard of that. Like, I've followed gender bender shit when I was a teenager, and less so now. Maybe a couple things, I don't know, not intentionally. But like, I've never once heard of that. When you get struck by lightning, you either A, get Speed Force powers like the Flash, B, turn into a fucking zombie idol singer, or C, you die. Nothing else happens. There's no point to experiment if we don't use emails. Don't lose sight of the objective. We're counting on you for a nice idea, Christian. Me? We could build a rocket which exceeds the speed of light squared. Then the immense speed would reverse the flow of time or something. We're forgetting about the phone wave too. Furthermore, genius girl, she's contradicted relativity. It's just a joke, don't take it seriously. I don't know, I didn't look directly at you, but I got that impression that you were lost deep in thought. It's just a prank hand. Unless useless, all of you. This lab is a disgrace. To, well, me. Alright then, let's hear from Hououin Kyouma, the insane mad scientist in IQ 189, whose brain cells are coveted the world over. What's your genius plan? Inspiration flashes in the corners of my brain. That Edison thing again. Did he get struck by lightning? Did he turn into an Edison anime girl? I'll be right back as I go look up the thing I just described. Well, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I did find, apparently Thomas Edison was a character in Fate Grand Order. It was like this lion thing. So that's cool. The sensation, yes, my natural mad scientist inspiration is about to explode! I have it. All eyes focus on me. With a broad grin, I proclaim. If we can't send it to a cell phone, then we'll send it to a pager. I know what a pager is, but for those children out there, an early method of receiving wireless messages, service in Japan started around 1968. Dang. Outage support for text data was added in the 1990s. Pagers grew in popularity among high school girls. However, pagers were soon replaced by cellular phones. Pager service was terminated in 2007. I didn't know pagers were anything but the things that asshole executive dudes used in the 80s and 90s. High school girls apparently use pagers. That's news to me. Must have been rich high school girls. About 22 hours have passed since I made my mind-blowing, awesome proclamation. Hello. Luca enters the lab shyly, just as he did yesterday, and all other times he will ever do so. He gives me a bashful smile when our eyes meet. Mom had a pager. Yeah, that's great, Luca-kun. And now we can proceed with the experiment. One moment while I check the phone. Oh, nothing? No! Lukashi girl version will definitely be moe. Miri, Kirisu, and Daru are already on standby. He has provided nothing of use to the conversation. Sending a D-mail to a pager. Yesterday we argued about whether it's even possible. Eventually we settled on probably. Data is data after all. The rest depends on the pager radio rave stations 8 years ago, but it should be fine as long as our data gets through safely. We already Googled how to send data to a pager. With pagers back then, you would first enter the other person's pager number, then, if in the Kanto region, enter asterisk 2, asterisk 2. I don't remember what that's actually called. Star, I think. After that, you would enter the numbers to send. That's how it worked, apparently. Pagers in 1992 could still only send numbers. Phone number display functions were also yet to be implemented, so your number was hidden from the other person by default. A few years after that, pagers started to implement Japanese character displays, enabling functionality similar to that of email. Therefore, the D-mail Luca's about to send, it's technically not a mail, though has to be sent in numerical form. Naturally, I have a conversion table for that on hand. You can find information even from 18 years ago if you just Google it. If you know how to Google it. I was pretty worried about the lack of information on pagers at first, but that's my little secret. Urishibara-san, you need to think about what to send to your mother in the past. I do. I didn't really know what was happening. I didn't listen, so now I'm just sort of confused. You put me on the spot like this. You will pay. If you want to grant your wish, then you must open the door with your own hands. We can only show you the way. We can only build the door for you and show you and open it. You have to be the one to walk through it. I understand. We explain a little the function of the phone wave, name subject to change. And that ought to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm Keywii. Remember to tune yourself a delightful day. Goodbye!